What's up, YouTube? I just want to kind of make a informational video. You know, I'm starting to realize some things about life. There's a lot of people out there that just carry such a bad energy. Like the vibe is just wrong. And their energy could be so much better. You know, like why does everybody got to go through their life carrying negative ass energy? Why not just use your energy for something positive? Like, even if you're not making the necessary change right away necessarily to fully change your life in the best way possible, why not just try? Why do we gotta be in this mindset where, oh, if I do this way, this person not gonna like me? Or if I present myself in general as this, then nobody will like me. Not just one person's not gonna like me, everybody's gonna hate me because I presented myself like this. Like, really? Is this what we're coming to as a society? I just think it's dumb, you know? And, there's a lot of snakes in the world. I'm a firm believer that, we need the sun to heat up the earth and bring plants and stuff like corn and crops and stuff. We need that. I mean, where would we be if we didn't have corn, green beans, all those things? We'd be very vitamin deficient. Sure, we'd have protein, but it'd be, about as scarce as it already is, which isn't really that crazy. What pisses me off the most, and I'll be honest, is there are certain documentaries that exist that expressively express what snakes meant to ancient cultures. And snakes were always seen by early civilizations as their gods, basically, what they worshipped. Not actual God himself, but the gods. And those were the snakes, which were the reptilian species that existed around the ancient times. I just think it's fucked up, because I always perceive the snakes to represent evil intentions, There is no good snakes, which is a lie in and of itself, because you have the evil snake, and you have the good snake, which is up there. Now, how many of you living in our society today can say that you're part of the good snake? Because I bet not many of you can. It's because you don't carry enough spiritualism inside of you. You don't believe in God. We're literally creating a godless society, and one that demands perfection when it's really just not always that easy. Like, me, for example, I get treated like dirt a lot of the time when I'm already actively helping one person, and I go to help another person to achieve something else entirely within the same setting, and they'll be like, oh, well, you half-assed what you did over here to help me, but that's only because I was already helping a second person. You see what I mean? So I kind of have to differentiate who are the bad snakes and who are just the fucking retards, basically. Like, should I pretend to be a retard around retards to make me fit in with the retards of society? Does that make sense? Or should I just be myself? Like, I just don't, I think it's kind of wild, because I've always been on, God's side and try to, appease for my sins when I can. It's just hard sometimes, like, if I ever do sin, it's not like I'm sinning on purpose. Or if I sin, it's usually not really as bad as it seems. And I still apologize for those sins, even though I don't know what they are. Which sounds crazy, but I don't know. Think about it, when you're laying down before bed and you actually pray to God, you typically ask Him to send you a couple of angels to guide you through the work week and keep you safe and protected, and to guide you forward on the road of life, and to protect your family from imminent danger so that you can be successful in life. Is that really too much to ask for? Well, I just don't get it. Like, if there is a cult that still exists known as the Illuminati, and they were pulling the strings for these mega corporations and even some of the smaller businesses, forcing them to treat everybody like fucking retards, even though the smaller businesses are the ones that hired the everyday normal working people. Why do the everyday normal people get treated like fucking idiots when they're actually just trying to make money to help themselves and help the people closest to them? Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. And it is definitively wrong, because I don't perceive society in a positive light, you know? Like, what I look forward to in a work day is when I stare at that exit sign at the front door of the restaurant. When I look at that exit sign, I say, that's my chance to slip out the front door and get the fuck out of here, because this feels like hell. And then I can go be all alone with my own energy and not surround myself with people who just have very ill intentions or just really not that great to be around in general. I'm sick of it. Like, I could be the wealthiest man on earth right now. Instead, I sit around or go and just involve myself with people who just don't even care about who I truly am. And it just doesn't seem right. So I guess it's safe to say there are a lot more bad snakes in the world than there are good snakes. But there's still some good people out there. Even some of the truly good people can ignore you over time, which I think drains you more than the bad snake's energy does.